Hello and welcome back to Fantasy Maiden Wars. In the last part, Marissa gathered allies, and now we have allies. And between this part, the last part and this part, I have done things. I have upgraded people. You can kind of tell based on the upgrades of people who I plan on using and who I don't plan on using long term. I gave people morale, because morale seems to be pretty good. And then I gave people items. These are the items. Yep. Wait, all that happened, now we can start. Everyone's information, right? Yep. Hackeray Shrine. Today is kind of chilly. Maybe it's the lack of clouds. Whoops, gotta be careful not to let myself get too distracted. We're gearing up for a fight here. Hi, Raimu, we're here. Good morning. My apologies for being late. Come on in. We've already got a crowd. Wow, people are early. They must really be itching for some Maku fights. We're not going there to play around. I wish she'd be a bit more like Kane. Why, she's really gung-ho about this. Right now she's setting up a planning session inside. How like her, but considering who we're up against, I can understand going that far. She sure likes lecturing humans, huh? Well, we're already here, so we might as well sit in on it. Alright, it's time. Let's get this planning meeting started. Why don't we start with a round of introductions? That sounds like a good idea. First, from Scar Devil Mansion, Sakia, Mailing. Pleasure to be here. Thanks for having me. Don't you have jobs back at the mansion? Doesn't look like Ermilia's coming with you. It was the mistress's orders. Our duty is to observe the mount and then report back to her. It's a place people don't usually enter, so it's piqued her interest. Huh. She can't make a decent cup of tea on her own. How's she gonna manage? Guacamo's there, and once I get back I can clean the whole place. Though I don't think I'll have to. Actually, where's that one magician? I thought she was on good terms with you, Marissa. You mean Patchley? We invite her, or she wanted to stay home and read books instead? Though if she changes her mind, I'm sure she'll come. In any case, in his stead we have... Yuka servants, Haley and Kermie. Greetings. Hello there. Why are you two here? Wow. Road. Well, then you get kicked out of the Scarlet Dome Mansion. What's going on with Yuka anyway? Lady Yuka and her entourage moved to a new house. We did not kick them out. Right, Yuka's out of the house today, so we came over to play. Looky, Saki made a bento for me. Oh, is it a fancy bento? Rumia, you shouldn't interrupt. Oh hey, I saying Rumia are here. Raimuia. Are you two aware of how dangerous Yokai Mountain is? We actually came here looking for Juno, who isn't here, oddly enough, despite her enthusiasm the day before yesterday. Is your Juno we're talking about? Maybe you just forgot the time and place. I can see it. I think we should join you anyway, though I do want to help. You're more than welcome here. Next up, 3 visitors who are offering some non-Naku resistance. What kind of... What, you? Wow, just you? It's a little cold, Marissa. Hello, and thank you for your gracious invitation. Korn and Aku, why'd you go come here? You're not exactly Maku veterans. Wait, I thought there were 3 of them. Though? Now where could she have gotten off to? Found her. Could you come join us, Kozuzu? I'm not mentally prepared for this yet. Oh hey, Kozuzu, you're here too? May I ask what kind of assistance they'll be offering? We're up against powerful mountain yokai, so we'll need proper planning and equipment. I asked them to help with that. Also, Raku, she's the head of a well-established family and are asking Shokyo's histories. She's also been reincarnated repeatedly, so you'd have a hard time finding a better expert on good Shokyo's yokai. Yes, I'm fairly certain I'm the most knowledgeable human in Tokyo. Wow, and you're only as tall as me. Yeah, she's my height too. Excuse me, I have the mind of a grown-up, thank you very much. She sounds like quite the asset, then we can assume the man is also a scholar. Oh, the guy wearing glasses is Korin. He owns a shady second-hand store out in the Forest of Magic. What a rude introduction. My name is Renosuke Morichika. I am the proprietor of a curio shop called Corintho. I have a considerable selection of rare goods. Oh, rare goods, If you're interested in the forest, feel free to stop by if you ever feel like it. Okay, so what about the little lady? Oh, you just call me Kozuzu. My family runs a popular rental bookstore in the village. Now what now? What's a book? It's called Susanon. They have a fine selection of books. We've gotten quite close. It seems that humans though, so we don't exactly let
We don't exactly let just anyone borrow from us.
But Blondie over there is a magician, right?
Well, let's just say I owe her a lot.
Akiu's knowledge is one thing, but I doubt Renosuke and Kozuzu could contribute much here. It's a rather rude thing to say, just be patient. Actually, you know about roll call. Not everyone's here yet. Yeah, isn't Saki's friend going through? Perhaps the scary boss she tells me about is holding her up. I don't think she would just forget. Anyway, Reimu, couldn't your group find anybody else? Should be more like us and try harder. Hey, I'll have you know we went all the way into the bamboo forest. We got a commitment from a trip, but she hasn't shown up yet.
Maybe she changed her mind. She wasn't exactly enthused about going. I'm right here.
Moko, you came?
I've been here for a while. I was listening from the shadows. Where's that damn fourth Chaos Emerald?
Let me guess, you're a friend to teach over there?
Pretty much. I'm Fujiwara no Moko, and I'll be joining your little yokai mountain outing.
Hey, if you're late, you should apologize. That's what Ellie always says.
What was that?
Nothing.
If Kain thinks you can be relied on, you must be quite capable. Well, I'm committed now. Don't worry, I'll pull my weight.
Standing back and eavesdropping your idea of working with us?
This is my first time meeting most of you, so I figured I should watch for me. Though it was kind of anticlimactic, you're all so carefree.
Don't just lump us all together like that. I'll have you know I'm very diligent.
Is that so? From what Kain told me, the Hakurei Shrine Maid's the most carefree person around.
They keep sniping at each other. Have they been like this since yesterday? Yeah, they didn't seem to get along very well. Well, now that we're all introduced, can we get on with the meeting? Yeah, of course. Let me explain the plan I've come up with. As y'all know, Yokai Mountain is a dangerous place. When we stormed the mountain the other day, we got chased off before we could even fight. Goodness, Raven's group actually got chased off. But we have to reach the mountain. Shrine up on the mountain. We have to reach the Mori Shrine up on the mountain to prevent a takeover to Hakurei Shrine. And we'd like you all to help us get there. Yep, that's why you're here. But if we don't have a plan, what good is it to increase our numbers? Won't the results stay the same? Exactly. That's why Akiu, Renosuke, and I have come up with a plan. Akiu, you're first up.
Thank you. I'll go over it now. I believe you're all familiar with Yokai Mountain and the yokai who live there.
It's a bunch of powerful yokai that like to crow about their territory, right?
Correct. Furthermore, we have no inside intel on them, so they're highly difficult to contend with.
The more I hear about these guys, the tougher they sound.
How are we supposed to fight them? We'll use this drawing.
Where's that supposed to be? Paper looks old as heck.
This looks like ancient yokai writing.
It's said to be a map of Tokyo, drawn centuries past.
Of course, by the time I obtained it 2 generations ago, no one knew how to read it anymore.
So it's indecipherable. Why bring it out then?
This is where I come in.
How so?
I weakened a weird power recently. I can read anything, no matter how it's written.
And we made use of that ability to carefully study the map.
It's written in ancient Tengu and was drawn up by the residents of Yokai Mountain at the time. Here, I made a copy you all can read.
Oh, now this, I get. Shows all the key locations on the mountain. What more can an invader want? Looks like there are 2 paths to the summit. Which one do we take? Both. Huh? I think it'd be best to split our forces into 2 groups. We can't put too much faith in one old map, and one side can create a diversion.
By confusing the enemy, we can advance while avoiding a head-on collision.
And if all goes well, we can regroup once we're there and be in a perfect position to take on the shrine.
That's actually a halfway decent plan.
Why, thank you. I can't be sure it'll work on yokai, of course. They do tend to go beyond human knowledge.
It's not the worst start. When you fight a giant yokai, the sound strategy is to hit them where they don't expect it.
That's true. Are you an expert on yokai extermination?
I dabble.
I'm concerned about splitting off forces, though I wouldn't want us to get picked off separately. I'm worried about whether this map will match the actual terrain. Excellent points. This is where my merchandise comes in. Oh man, is it the telepathic tool you showed me this summer? The mobile phone? Sadly, it doesn't work at all. This isn't exactly the perfect replacement, but here. What's this black iron box? It looks heavy. It's a tool called a transceiver. If I speak into it... Testing. This is Renosuke. Over. Whoa, what the hell was that creepy voice? It's not creepy. The important part is that it sounds like a little like him.
Wow, that's really cool. Is it really some kind of enchanted item?
No, it's from the outside world. My store deals in goods like that. The purpose of this tool is to allow people at a distance to converse with each other. It should allow us to stay in contact. How convenient. If it doesn't use magic, how does it work? I have so many questions. You guys came from the outside world like 2 months ago, right? How do you not know what a walkie-talkie is? Sorry, but you're not getting an answer. This guy's power only tells him the name of a tool and how to use it, nothing else. That's unfortunate. I mean, I know you've lived away from humans your whole life, but have you literally been living under a rock? But still, with this trans-seer thing, the two groups will be able to stay in touch. Precisely. That covers all of our plans, but Turno and Saki's friends still have yet to show up, huh? There's no point waiting forever. For now, we should go on without them. Yeah, I'm hungry. You can't have my bento no matter how much you keep eyeballing it. Well, good luck out there. The entrance will likely have the strictest security, so it will be best to split up after you make it in. Reimu, Ellis, good luck. Oh, Miss Kane and Marissa too, of course. Oh, those are right. Tara's on too. You had forgive her. She's not very accustomed to deal with yokai. Anyway, it's time. It's go time. Probably pointless to even ask, but be careful with that transceiver. It's the same map we did earlier, but now we have more people. Pretty sure they also have more people. No, offerings from humans are nice and all, but there's just something satisfying with doing your own harvest. The autumn harvest is just like life. The only way to experience its full richness is to put in the effort yourself. No, that area is already giving off the classic fragrance of the ripening. I just love that smell. I'll have to be careful not to overeat. Fizo told me to only eat one a day, but just one more couldn't hurt. Ah, there you are, Enrico. Sizo, I'm not eating any roasted sweet potatoes, okay? Why would you bring that up? I know you like them, but no reason at all. Anyway, do you need something? Yes, actually, I was reading that Tango newspaper you told me about and I saw today's headline. Villains and humans invade mountain, easily repelled by Tango Alliance. Yeah, and the line after it, that is atrocious, where Anshuto says, 2 gods victimized by the humans, we're laughing stocks. They even put in pictures of us that make us look pathetic. Yeah, now that you mention it, the fact that we're smiling in it actually makes it look more pitiable. What do we do about it though? This is our season. We should use the power of autumn leaves to reclaim our divine dignity. No, this is where sweet potato power comes in. Why is the game doing this? Stop taking people out. Unless you've arbitrarily changed the point limit again. No, you didn't. What was the point of doing that? Stop. Okay. People who can barely move, go in front. Healers, you can stay in the backish. Yeah, you'll be over here. Yeah, maybe you go more that way. I don't know. See what happens. We're finally here. Just 2 days after we got chased off. This isn't what I was expecting from a place called Yokai Mountain. Should it be full of wild yokai living all over the place? I mean, wild animals, but yokai aren't animals, except for the ones that are animals. Hey, someone's over there. Taizi, I see you all haven't learned your lesson yet. It's the sister gods we fought before. Let's see, they were the Scarlet Sisters? That sounds like our mistresses back at the mansion. You two are like landmarks. Do you just not have anything to do? Quiet, we are the Aki Sisters. Grr, we're being treated like dirt again. Had to quit this Shizuo. I have as well. Me getting frustrated won't help. Maybe the two of you have been practicing a technique for an occasion like this? The two of us even? No, yeah, let's do it, Enrico. Yes, let's show these fools who belittle all of our might. They seem super fired up now. Should we be fighting them? We're supposed to be moving forward, right? If they want to fight, what's the big deal? The fastest way forward is through them. Time to do the usual. Evade the Aki Sisters' combo attack. Grazing it will not suffice. Okay. Do I really have any sort of control over that? Well, I guess, yes, I have skills that can make me 100% chance to dodge something if I remember to use it. Alright. Going this way. Going this way. I could have attacked that turn. Whoops. Here we go. Very slowly making our way to the targets. Break the targets. Although, don't really. Of all the people you went after Diose? Of course you did. Had no chance to hit her anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Don't hear this theme too often, because Diose doesn't fight that often. Unless they attack her first. Is there anyone that's not level 15? I remember at the end of Scarlet it said that everyone that was level 13 or lower got experience, so does that mean everyone was brought into level 15? I don't know. Good job, Sakura. You one-shot a fairy, even without a critical hit. I have to remember this is the easiest difficulty, so it's not too surprising when things go my way pretty easily. I'm not going to change the difficulty, though. So this is my 4th recording today? It's 12:30. Yeah, I'll be able to get one more, but more than that might be pushing it. Do I even need to show attack animations for the ones where it's just like, yep, I dodged. Got a ways to go, kiddo. I don't know. That was a thing last map where I skipped animations, and then I kept skipping animations that I didn't need to. I don't want to end up doing that. Can only hit with talismans, huh? You want to take me out like that? Yeah, that's not happening. Thanks for saving me the bother. Hit him. Yeah, Moko, I didn't get rid of that many. Blame this on the misfortune of crossing my path. Huh. Ceiling. Yeah, she's a character that I'll use for a couple chapters now. But, you know, pretty quickly in Mystic, you have a too many units, not enough slots problem. So Moko is probably going to be one of the earlier ones on the bench. Don't have anything against Moko, it's just she's a pretty expensive unit. So, she's not like my favorite character in the world, so probably end up using other people. Also, she's like a Rainbow Route character, so I think there's at least one chapter, there might be two coming up here, that are route splits, and Moko's not going to be here. Alright. Diuse can get a kill. She still has kunai bullets. I swear she gets like fireball or something at some point. I guess she doesn't get it yet. Maybe she gets it between this arc and the next arc. Not the full game arc, the two games, the two main games. Because that's how it goes for this. Scarlet was, you know, just POSD with extra stuff. This arc, Mystic arc, and the next arc are two like big games. MoF is the first one, but they also have some other stuff going on, and that's the pattern that the next game follows. And then the fourth one's a bit different. Oh, we got dead again. Gonna have to start focusing here unless I can deal with these stupid enemies faster. I just want to use this stupid move once. Can you even kill anything, Kirami? There's no way you can do that much damage. Holding Scythe. I'm a stage 3 boss, you know. I'll wet my scythe on you. That would be an instant kill if that did that was like its entire HP bar. Wow. Moko's level 18. Wow. I don't have to worry about you at all, do I? Let Romeo get this one. She's level 15. So you need a bit of leveling up. Although I'm not going to use her too much longer. She was used a lot in Scarlet. And as soon as we start getting... Okay, I thought that wasn't going to kill for a second. As soon as we start getting slot issues, she's probably going to be benched pretty quickly. Got nothing against Romeo, but... pretty sure I'm going to want to use other people more. Use anything but Magic Missile after moving, Marissa. Supposed to be the main character, but you end up being pretty boring. And all you do is use Magic Missile, because everything else you can use, you have to move before you can even do it. Saki seems to have the same problem with misdirection. I'll defeat you without delay. Wow, you both crit and killed fairies instantly. Kane's level 17. Okay, what are the levels looking like here? 16, 17, 17, 17, 15. But Daiuse's always under-leveled, and it doesn't really matter because their job is to heal people, so... Really, the only people that need EXP here is Rumia and Kurami, but not really, because Kurami's gonna get benched at some point, so... he can only attack you, so go ahead. Mama doing it! Eat it! Over here! Alright. Kick. Time to beat you down. Out of my way. Wow. It's 3100 with a crit. That's definitely a wonder. That's definitely one of those ranges where I have to wonder for the kill if it did crit, because crit seems to only be like a couple hundred, and that was a couple hundred. All right then, let's do it. Yeah. When was the last time I used a bomb? Yeah, I don't really have much to talk about, do I? I feel like what I did have to talk about, I kind of done. I don't know. Wonder when the next time I'll record will be. Maybe Tuesday? Definitely not tomorrow, and definitely not Monday. You gotta go after Kurami like that. What did Kurami ever do to you besides shoot lasers at your fairy friend? He definitely did that. Yep. Going after Kurami and no one else. Yeah, I'd like to continue trying to find decent thumbnails for this series, especially if it's the thumbnail I should use is like a cut-in that's obvious or something. But like, some of these parts, it's like, I don't know. I really want to go out of my way, like, searching through the whole video to find something worth it. This is what I did for a couple of the Sakya parts. Like, here's a screenshot of mailing with, like, doing a kick move, because, like, nothing else happened that part. And I finally used the cut-in of Kwakama, because nothing else happened that part. Say, did something happen between you girls and the gods? You were arguing earlier. Sorta. We might have gone a bit overboard and beat them when we were storming the mountain last time. Your gods were close ties to humans, so the ideal outcome would be to avoid that fight entirely, but... Yeah, you heard the lady. If you're friendly to humans, it wouldn't hurt you to let us by. You'll have it backwards. We're stopping you because we're friendly to humans. Don't you know how dangerous this mountain is? Your consideration is appreciated, but we did come here for a reason. No offense, but we'll have to push our way through. Excuse me, Yoka Mountain Storming Group. Hold up a sec. Oh, that voice is... Ooh, looks like I made it in time for the party. Who's there? Who's this? I haven't seen her before. Is she a friend of your group, Sakya? Yeah, she's a friend of Sakya's we were talking about earlier. You're late, Komachi. I half wondered if you changed your mind about helping. Hey, I promised I'd come. There's no way I'd be a no-show. I might have spent a little much time chatting with the kid at the souvenir shop, but hey, I'm on time, and that's what counts. I'd be curious to learn more about what your idea of on time entails. Anyway, I'm Komachi Onizuka. Pleasure to be here. I heard the current Shrine Maiden. Hakure Shrine Maiden's with you guys. Yeah, that's me. Why do you ask? Ah, it's you. We heard rumors about the Living World's famous attraction, the Hakure Shrine Maiden, even in the hereafter. Famous attraction? Did you say the hereafter? Oh, they didn't tell you? Yeah, I'm a Shinigami and a resident of hell. How does Shinigami want to help us? Hey, relax, no need to act spooked. I've got the day off, and I can assure you. I think being a Shinigami makes... I don't actually care what your deal is. If you're here now, you better help out. You got it. I'll ferry the Hakure Shrine Maiden group over to the... What do you call it? Shrine, safe and sound. Komachi! Hello! How you doing, buddy? Can do a whole lot of nothing. Like, is it a spirit I have to use? How do I do the thing where you can attack from the other side of the fucking map? It's unique. That's what it is. For one attack, weapons with a max range of 3 or more will have their max range become infinity. However, this effect can't be used in attacking after moving. 2 times. Oh, it's like a... Yep. Taste of death. You're gonna have a bit of a bad time. You're gonna have a bit of a bad time now. Look, this isn't me being lazy, okay? Yeah. Yeah. I kind of forgot about the whole special command. I haven't used Alice's dolls in how long? Alright. Rumia. I don't trust you to do 1100 damage with a tackle. Rumia. She has the same strategy as the Kodamas. Running into people. There we go. Level 16. That's everyone but you. It's just, how am I ever supposed to be in a situation where I'm 5 to 7 squares away from someone and I can't move first? Why are you like this, Kurumi? Why did they make that the cut-in move? You can never see your cut-in art because you can never use that move. Honestly, I didn't expect you to get that. Congratulations. Alright, the Sperry's here. Who do I give the kill to? Doesn't really matter. Everyone's already 16, so just give it to Mailing, I guess. going to punch the fairy. This is one that's a thing about Toho you really don't think about. Like, are people really not uncomfortable with this? Like, the fairies look like little human children, and everyone's just fine with beating the shit out of them. Like, I understand they're like little shits, and then they don't... They apparently die completely painlessly and reincarnate, so they have no problem getting beat up, I guess, but it's like... I feel like people would feel more bad about this, just from the way they look, you know? At least the human characters do. Maybe the yokai don't have a sympathy towards children, because that's one of those things that they have different from humans, that they just do, because why not? I don't know, I feel like I've alluded to this a couple times. I find it kind of weird when you have like non-human characters that look and act so human, where it seems like the attributes they share with humans and the attributes they don't share with humans are arbitrary and constantly changing. I saw another fairy a while ago. She had a chilly, winter-like atmosphere about her. When you say chilly, do you mean she has ice? She was an ice fairy? Did she have a green ribbon? Yeah, that's the one. She was practically radiating cold air. You better watch out if you meet her. Does she hate the cold or something? Looks like you girls need some of the stiffness of autumn. That's on the wind. I'm very alert right now. Okay, what do I need to do? Evade the Aki Sisters combo attack. Do I even have, like... Can I even... Right, so if I want to use your unique thing at all, I have to just do it at the start. Can't even move. 47. Okay, that's a bit better. You there, that thing you're holding. It's just an ordinary scythe. What about it? Scythes are supposed to be farming tools. They're not weapons, you know. Oh, that, from what I hear, is supposed to give off the image of Shinigami or even souls or something like that. Well, I don't know much about it myself. It's just part of the uniform. So I told him the harvest became a symbol of death. How ironic. I'll teach you how to use that properly. Go reap that field now. Come on, it's snack in the middle of autumn. Go do your job. Or do you think my scythe couldn't reach over there? God damn it. Hey, that was dangerous. Strat, do you think you can throw a potato that far? Don't think I can throw a potato that far. Yeah. These two having basically the same voice is not normally an issue because they're two characters that never show up at the same time. But they have now. It probably happened in Keiko too. Hit her. We're in just the right range. Ready to go, Shizuo? Absolutely. Why are they suddenly all lively? Be careful, they're up to something. Take a good look, this is our sisterly combination. Don't ever expect what's coming. I need to do something before they call for reinforcements. That did more damage than I thought it would. Oh, remember that I'm a god, okay? Shall we finish this off right here and now? Me and Reiko and I are together, we're unbeatable. She's well, let's do their one move. Sure, that's fine. Super! Aki Sisters! Kick! And now! How about that? That did it! I have some real skill. Alright, so I need to dodge that? Is that what's going on? Okay, let's get someone who can actually dodge things. Alright. There's 100% chance, yeah. So you're not gonna hit me with your super duper attack, right?
You clearly need more time in the sun. I'm going to give you some exercise in the form of farm work.
How did you get that idea in your head? Manual labor isn't my strong suit. The soil needs tilling, my dolls can handle that.
Deplorable indoor types, am I right?
Honestly, I'm starting to feel bad about this.
Hey, what are you doing hitting me like that? Too late for you to apologize now. But Shinzo and me together, we got this.
Okay, they're doing the same thing again.
Look, what's up with the air resistance? Shinzo, don't look at it. Don't let go of my hand. Shinzo!
That was unique, I suppose.
My! Shinzo! What was that? I just blew right past us into the air. It was quite a striking visual. I must include this in my report to the mistress. Ah, look! That was a minor misstep. That's right. Next time we'll definitely hit.
Whoop-de-doo. We did it. No one's really in range to do much here, are they? And I can maybe use a bomb to get rid of some of this. Maybe someone can reach. No, not really. Yeah, no one can really do anything here. Anyone dying? Kane's dying. Kane is no longer dying. You know what? Goodbye. You say you're God Autumn, but autumn leaves are just scenery. Kinda lacks impact if you ask me.
No, but appearances are important. Can't you tell it's autumn just staying indoors?
Sure I can. Once it gets less human, I feel comfier while reading my book. I know it's autumn. Get out of here. Burn you to cinders with my magic cannon of love. She's gone.
Can you believe these people? We're trying to help them here. You just don't want to listen, do you? Just remember you brought this on yourselves.
I'm pretty sure you two attacked us, not the other way around. Regardless, the fight's over now. No offense to the gods, but we need to hurry on.
Have luck.
Oh, right. It's not over. I completely forgot about this part. That's as far as you go, humans.
That Tango Patrol, they must have noticed the invaders. See, you aren't you? Now you're really in for it. I think that's our cue to go fight somewhere close by.
I knew you'd be back. Good thing we were staying vigilant for exactly that. You're the Tengu invaded the Scarlet Devil Mansion yesterday.
Pretty brave for you to show your face again after losing to us.
I've learned from yesterday's missteps. Reinforcements should be arriving momentarily.
They're already here? We got caught up here, a whole plan will be moved. Actually, there's way less of them than you normally expect from reinforcements. Oh, I smell some great photos. I know it was a good idea, Double Black.
Well, I was counting on you to contact the main troops. Why did you come back?
Well, I didn't want to miss out on a hot scoop. Sometimes reporting takes priority. This irksome feeling I'm getting. Maybe she must be the Crow Tengu who attacked Moko's house.
She's still up and kicking, huh? Maybe I went a little too easy on her before. For crying out loud, this is the problem with Crow Tengu. All they care about is sating their own curiosity.
Your Wolf Tango are way too uptight. Relax, I'll get my material and reach the main force with time to spare.
Things seem to be proceeding nicely so far.
Maybe be a little less vague, Blondie.
What she means is that the mountain yokai aren't aware we're here yet. So all we have to do is make sure this lot keeps their mouths shut. God, curses, we'll just have to stop you here. Okay. There's still a lot more to go. Alright then. Magic! Man, you can't hit shit. Good thing you can now. Oh, you're the boss. What's this? I saw a woman wearing some weird clothing. So, is that the latest fashion? Mind if I take a photo? This is the precious uniform I have received from my mistress. It's not for display. Hope you said your prayers. I have you. Have at you. Yeah, you're pretty good. Whether it exists or not, I'll make a fun article about it. Don't catch me in an embarrassing thought. I recommend taking a break. Last time was one thing, but this time I'm getting my article. Geez, you're annoying. I'm gonna smack you down if you keep getting in my way. Even if you dart all over the place, I can follow you. If my camera breaks, you better pay for it. Try to remember to gather information while I fight. You won't get away? I've got you. Yeah, this is turning out to be a very long part. Because this didn't seem like a very obviously long map. So I didn't decide to split it. But now we're going on here for over 40 minutes, and there's still a couple of characters on the screen that I gotta worry about. No, don't end the turn. Are you the boss? No, you're the boss. Where are you? Actually, can't. Okay. White Wolf Tango. This is where it says it. White Wolf Tango B. Okay. You're the one. Boomerang Scythe combo. Look at me, Yuka. I'm giving it my all. I'll dice you into thirds with. What if I just made that the thumbnail instead of actually being beaten in power instead of what the Akis did? No retribution for your savagery. It's actually probably what I will do because, like, I'm probably gonna use the Aki's sister. No, I'm gonna use Shirno for that. Or I don't know. For future me to decide. Darn. Mailing can't reach. Alright, how are we doing on HP? Does anyone need anything? Is it that one? It might be. Time to find out. There it is. Talk about a letdown. For Yuka! Got a clear shot. Yeah, the instrumentation in this one's just... I prefer it a lot more. It does take a bit to start compared to the other one, but once it gets going, I like it a lot more. You don't have a candle to Yuka's lasers. I regret picking a fight with me. Try his armor size. Yeah, this is one character theme who I knew I was gonna change in the settings. I don't know if I'm gonna end up doing it again. I might. There you go. Feast your eyes upon the tanker's might. Talk about a letdown. Because it is pretty convenient that when I actually do decide to end up changing the music, it ended up being on a turn where the music played for a very long time because they keep attacking Ellie and nobody else because nobody else is in their range. Level 17. Oh, this is bad. You're putting way too much strength into this and nowhere near enough speed. What are you talking about? How to swing a weapon properly? You gotta snap it in, out like me. I'm saying the same things I did last chapter. Talk about a letdown. But yes, I intend to use Ellie a lot. Because the theme she has now is really good. And this is like, what other game are you gonna play that has this much Ellie in it? I'm making a fun little news story. It's really blowing away. Oh, we're playing bullet tag. It's my specialty. Yeah, but this is gonna end up being like an hour-long part, depending on what the cutscene is here. Just because I didn't expect. I'll make you into an article next time. Mark my words. I didn't expect this chapter to be this long. Well, gonna keep fighting Reimu, huh? As if that was ever gonna hit. Didn't you check the accuracy? That literally had a 0.0% chance of hitting. What was the point of even doing that? So we don't have a tactician of any sorts, right? Because Reimu and Marissa, they aren't like really leading anybody, so we're just kind of fighting, and we're managing to be a cohesive unit here anyway. Komachi is not moved from the spot. Well then, got all your last affairs in order. This might come off as a bit pushy. I don't know, my first, like... That didn't kill. Come on, Komachi. Yeah, the first tactics RPG that I played was Fire Emblem Awakening. And that game made a pretty big deal about who the tactician in the army was, giving everyone orders. And then most of the Fire Emblem games I played after that had some sort of explanation of who was giving orders. It's normally the leader of the group. And I think that's the way it is for most Fire Emblem games. There's usually some sort of prince or princess telling everybody what to do. But in this game, it's just like, it's a tactics RPG, and I assume everyone's they're making their moves of their own volition. Night Bird. Will this kill? Probably not. In fact, see if I can weaken you with Moko, maybe? Or just use Flying Phoenix and kill you outright, because that'd be cool. So these are Yokai Mountain's yokai. Flames, be my strength. You're through. Use that as a cut instead of Ellie's. I have options here. I would say maybe I should have used that last part, but I'm pretty sure next part's a route split, where I can't use Moko anyway. Yeah, that'll probably be what I use. I'll have plenty of time. I'll have plenty of opportunities to use Ellie's cut in later, because she's going to be used a lot. I love fighting sturdy opponents. Those are the ones I can punch at full strength. Bold words, I won't be holding back either. Fight for a world where we can all sit and relax. Something like that. Well, looks like Ellie's getting another kill here. Nobody else will reach her. Nobody else can reach this thing. Yeah, when was the last part I had that was actually over an hour? Have I had any? Have I done a good enough job at cutting to where I haven't had to do that yet? Can't remember. Yeah, Alice should probably go over here. Although she can't really reach anybody at this rate. Yeah, yada yada yada, bird, bird. You get this kill, I would say? Yep. Yeah, once I kill everything that's not a bird here, I'll probably just turn the animations off. Because who cares about the birds? Nobody cares about the stupid birds. Just do the same thing over and over again. Most of the time they should die in one hit, and then when they don't, it's just a waste of your time. It's gonna kill. No, it didn't. Whoops, that grazed a wing. Coming after me, you leave me with no choice. Go, Gale Bullets. Every single Crow Tengu, except for Hatate, I guess, and I've never played a game with Megamu in it, I think. And they all have the Aya voice, because they all look like Aya. And all the Momiji, all the Wolf Tengu, they all talk like Momiji. Just be talking normally, because they all look like Momiji. Why is that? Why do all the Crow Tengu look like Aya? But all the important Crow Tengu don't look like Aya, except Megamu looks exactly like Aya. So the only Crow Tengu who doesn't look like Aya in their entire society is Tate, apparently. You know, like in Mario games, where you'll have like all the enemies, they all look the exact same, but then in an RPG you'll like have that one that looks like slightly different. That's Tate. Now is this for a killer move? Because it's gonna kill you! Critical damage. No, how could this be? Your weapon looks so stupid, and yet it killed me. Ellie's scythe is very stupid. Somehow even stupider than Komachi's, which is also very stupid. Alright, what are you gonna do, Crow Tengu? You're just gonna die to Reimu? Alright then. Fighting with us, you must not value your life. Yep, kill this last bird, and then I'll deal with all the other birds. With no attack animation. No real point. There's no coming back from this, I'm retreating. Wow, this group's better than I thought. Here I was expecting some easy coverage. Why do you have unique dialogue? You're a random Tengu. I don't mind doing interviews, but could you do this some other time? We're kinda busy right now. Alright, we're done here. Oh, I just can't kill the other birds. Whatever, they barely get any experience anyway. We've defeated the Tengu, and nobody else seems aware we're here. Now it's time to split into two teams. Let's have a quick group huddle. They're gone! Yep, they sure are strong. They even beat the Tengu. That only makes me more worried. That kind of strength will lead to an even stronger resistance. I can only hope they don't slip up and end up taking the brunt of the mountain's forces head on. Wow, you're still worried about them even after what they did to us? You're so soft-hearted, Chizua. Oh well, time to buck up and get back to work. Alright, our purpose is to provide over autumn. Let's bring this autumn into full swing with colorful leaves. No way, sweet potatoes are where it's at. Yep, gonna be over an hour because the cutscene's still going. Wow, it's so pretty. Oh, this is Yokai Mountain. The air is nice and clean, and the autumn leaves are gorgeous. Yeah, and we just beat up the administrators in charge of that beautiful autumn. What do you mean? The two gods from earlier. govern autumn. These leaves you see, those persimmons growing over there, they're all the blessings of those two, apparently. Is that so? They weren't much in a Danmaku battle, but I suppose there are all sorts of gods. So what kind of power does the Reimu's god hold? Who could say? Why don't you buy a talisman and find out? Wow, you're shameless. This is why you get weirdos coming to that shrine to give you grief. It's my shrine, so you can mind your own business. In any case, let me explain the plan once more. From here on out, we will be splitting into two groups. One will act as a decoy, while the other will take a different route to the shrine. We'll be going by an old map for our routes, and we'll be staying in contact with a special communicator as needed. Understood. So how are we splitting up? The decoy group should be as flashy as possible. It'll be dangerous, so I'd prefer this side to have more people. As for the other group, expediency is the key. I think it'd be best if it was just Reimu and a few others. And I'll be going with the decoys. Flashing my middle name. I will also be a decoy. It would be helpful if we had people specialized in frontal assaults as well. That's what you need. I'll go. Saki, Ellie, how about you? I don't mind. As former co-workers, it'd be easy to work together. I think I'll go with the other group. The members should be Rumia, Reimu, and I'm going with you, Kane. Which side should I go with? It'll be less dangerous with Kane, so how about you go with her? I'm good at hiding, so I'll be with Kane too. You're the only one left. Who will you go with? Nah, good question. Your group has more familiar faces, so... What? Do I have something on my face? Now that I'm looking more closely, you're not human. You're not human, are you? Wait, what are you talking about? That's what I want to know. What are you? Look, we don't have time to go into that. Could this wait for later? Fine, but I'll be going with you. Okay, that's everyone. Reimu, you take the transceiver. You better not drop it or break it. Yeah, okay, I'll mess with it until I get it to work. Remember, everyone, if we miss this chance, there's no telling when we'll be able to reach the Moria Shrine again. Do our part so that we can figure out what the real game is. Oh, you heard her. Don't get bored and back out midway now. What, don't you have any trust in us? Not really. I don't even know why you're so motivated to help. I'm totally motivated and uninterested. That's not something to brag about. I don't see the harm in people having different reasons for being here. Don't worry, I won't do anything to hinder your progress. If you say so, for my part, I'm gonna do my thing. I'm gonna do things my way. Just read the text completely wrong sometimes. Kane? What is it? It's rare for you to want a private conversation. Reimu seems out of sorts to me. It's like she's got no energy. And she's oddly snappy. Yeah, she seemed like she had something on her mind ever since this whole shrine dispute started. I think she's out of sorts because this isn't technically incident resolution. That's true. Now that you mention it, this issue doesn't have anything to do with Gensokyo at large. I'm sure she'll be fine with you there, but please look out for her. Of course, you can count on it. What are you two whispering about? Weren't we supposed to be going? Oh, I believe that's our cue. Safe travels. Likewise. There's still more cutscenes. Why? There's still more cutscenes! Both this ginkgo nut and this leaf are pretty. Sakia, check out this leaf. Isn't it shaped like the young mistress's wing? Shapes. Would the mistress like it if I cut one into the shape of that? No, that would be cheating. Okay, that's enough dawdling. We're the decoys. We don't have time to drag her feet. Alright, sorry. I promised the young mistress I'd bring her back a souvenir, so I got to thinking about that. If we rush, the enemy could spot us. I'd be worried about fighting with our numbers. Being spotted is the whole point of being a decoy. Oof. Oh yeah. But Lady Ellie is right that it's no simple matter. The difficulty of being a decoy is that we have to draw enemy attention and proceed onward without losing any group members. It's good that we have a map, but we still don't know how the enemy will attack, so there's always going to be an element of luck involved. In that case, what if we just draw a bunch of attention and beat the enemy up? If only Yuka were here, we could spin around with that laser of hers. That would be quite the fearsome spectacle. That'd be something to see. Mayhem on the Yokai Mountain. Yuka versus gods and Tengu. Anyway, let's stay sharp and keep moving. We are in enemy territory here. But don't get too paranoid and exhaust yourself. Alright, we don't need to worry. When we know the enemy will come to us, then the real test begins. Yeah. 1 hour and 5 seconds. Okay. We almost got there, but nope, we went over an hour. Anyway, I might do more upgrading, or I might not. But anyway, the next chapter probably